Now, I'm not sure how this works, but we're at the right place. All right. Now, if I do this, does it go forward? I'm not sure that it does. If I do this, does it go forward? No. Well, let's next slide, please. Is there a backup plan? Thank you. All right, 4 phases. Now, here's what I do not expect today. I do not expect that we're going to hear about church planting. There are whole conferences for that. We've done that in previous years. I do not expect to hear a lot about growth barriers. Is there a switch on there that I'm supposed to turn on? That's the answer. Power. Thank you. Ooh, I love it. We're not going to be dealing with church planting. We're not going to be dealing with overcoming barriers. We are focusing on coming out of a slump. We are not going to be spending much time on redeployment of assets. There are legitimate conferences for any of those ends. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here to talk about helping people pull out of a slump. Now, it's helpful if your mind is equipped to a turnaround process, something that gives order to what you're doing. Years ago, when Dan Reeves and I were equipping consultants in the early 80s, we learned the value of giving a consultant a very simple step-by-step process. How many times Dan and his colleagues and I labored over how can we make it simpler? How can we make it simple enough that it can actually be used in the field? And the big question that I want to put before you with this slide is, are you going to try to do your turnaround by yourself, or are you going to invite in help? Now, Henry Ford said that nobody was rich enough to pay for all of his own mistakes. And a consultant can't always solve every problem that you bring, but it certainly is more fun if you're making your mistakes with company. And so what we try to do is we try to get superintendents to nominate people to take training and to come in and serve as consultants and accompany these church leaders. If you're a church leader and you have to lead a turnaround and you do so without help, you are not in an enviable position. That is a tough place to be. And so I urge you to think about getting help. When you get help, they will help you with diagnosis, they will help you select a strategy, and most importantly, they will help you follow through and keep at it until you get a result that takes you to a better place.